Have you ever just stopped and thought about what's holding everything together? I mean, really think about it. From these giant bridges that cross our rivers to, well, the bones inside our own bodies, our whole world is shaped by this hidden architecture. So let's jump right in and uncover the secret blueprints holding it all together.
Okay, so what do a spider's web and the Golden Gate Bridge have in common? Yeah, I know, it sounds like the start of a riddle, right? One is this tiny, incredible thing made by nature, and the other is just a massive monument to human engineering. But the answer? The answer gets at a really deep truth about how our world is built. See, they're both just brilliant solutions to the exact same problem: how to span a distance. Stick with me, and you'll see how that simple idea applies to, well, pretty much everything.
So here's what we're going to cover. We'll kick things off by seeing how structures are, and I mean this literally everywhere. Then we'll figure out their main job, their purpose. We'll look at the difference between nature's designs and the stuff we build. And then, the really fun part, we'll decode the 3 basic blueprints for building anything. I promise, by the end of this, you're going to see the world in a whole new light.
All right, first things first. Let's just wrap our heads around how universal this whole idea is. We are surrounded by structures. We're interacting with them all the time. And honestly, we probably don't even give it a second thought.
No, I'm serious. Just look around you right now. The chair you're sitting in? That's a structure. The desk holding up your screen? Yep, that's one too. And get this, even your own skeleton, that's a structure. It's this amazing natural framework that lets you do everything you do. They're kind of the unsung heroes of our everyday lives, aren't they?
Okay, so if basically everything is a structure, then what's their point? What do they actually do? This is where things get super interesting. A structure isn't just some thing sitting there. It's an active solution that's been designed to do a very specific job.
So if you want the textbook definition, here it is. A structure is something that's built, made, or put together in a very particular way to support a load. And those are the magic words: put together in a particular way to support a load. Now, load is just a fancy word for any kind of force. It could be your weight on a chair, it could be the wind pushing against a skyscraper, or even the soda inside a can. Every single structure out there is an answer to one big question: how do we deal with all these forces?
And they handle those forces by doing one of 4 main jobs. First, they can contain things. Think of that soda can. Second, they protect, like a tortoise's shell keeps it safe. Third, they support, like a chair holding you up. And finally, they span, like that spider's web stretching from one branch to another. And here's the key thing to remember. Most structures are total multitaskers. They're usually doing a few of these jobs all at the same time.
All right, so now we know what a structure is and what its job is, so we can start putting them into categories. And the biggest, most basic split is between structures that you find in nature and the ones that people, build.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple idea, right? Natural structures are all about evolution. I mean, think about how unbelievably light a bird's feather is, or how perfectly designed a snail's shell is for protection. On the other hand, man-made structures are our own clever solutions to problems. But, and this is what's so cool, it doesn't matter if it was shaped by millions of years of evolution or by an engineer with a blueprint. Both have to play by the exact same rules, the laws of physics, and that's why they often end up looking surprisingly similar.
Okay, now we get to the really good stuff. For all the zillions of different structures in the world, they can all be boiled down to just 3 basic types. 3 fundamental blueprints. Let's dig into the first one.
First up, we have the shell structure. The most important word to remember here is hollow. A shell gets all its strength from its outside surface. That outer layer is what holds everything together and takes all the pressure. It's a crazy efficient design when you need to contain or protect something. And the perfect natural example? An eggshell. I mean, it's super thin, it's light, but because of that curved shape, it spreads any pressure all around its surface. That makes it way stronger than you'd think. It's the perfect design trade-off, really. Strong enough to protect what's inside, but just weak enough for a baby chick to break its way out. And for the man-made version, just look at a car body. It's basically a big, hollow metal shell, designed specifically to protect the people inside. The outer skin is what gives it its shape and all of its strength. It's a rolling protective container. All right, number 2 is the frame structure. Now, if a shell's strength is on the outside, a frame strength is all on the inside. You can think of it like a skeleton. It's made up of a bunch of individual parts, we call them members, all joined together to create a super rigid support system.
And the best, most personal example of a natural frame? It's you. Your skeleton is an absolute masterpiece of engineering. It's a framework of bones that supports your whole body from the inside out, and it's what lets you move, bend, and be flexible.
A great man-made example is a bicycle.
If you look at it, the frame is really just a bunch of metal tubes all welded together. But that simple framework is incredibly strong and stiff, designed to hold up the rider's weight while being as light as it possibly can be.
And that brings us to our third and final blueprint, the solid structure. This one is all about pure mass. It's strong simply because of what it's made of and how much of it there is. It relies on its own weight and, well, its solidity to push back against forces.
What's nature's ultimate solid structure? A mountain. It's just a gigantic pile of rock, held right where it is by its own incredible weight and gravity. All of its strength comes from its pure, solid mass. Simple as that.
And the man-made version is just as basic, a brick. It's a solid block, strong all the way through. And by piling these simple solid structures one on top of the other, we build everything from walls and dams to the Great Pyramids. It all comes down to the power of solid mass.
So there you have it, shell, frame, and solid. Once you know these three basic blueprints, you'll start seeing them absolutely everywhere. It's like you've just been given structural X-ray vision. You can look at almost anything and start to see how it's put together.
And that really brings us back to the main idea here. A bridge isn't just a bunch of steel and concrete, right? It's an elegant solution to the problem of crossing a river. A skeleton isn't just a pile of bones, it's nature's perfect solution for support and movement. Every single structure you see is telling a story of a problem that has been solved brilliantly. And by understanding these basic principles, you're not just looking at the world anymore. You kind of understand its language. So as you go about your day, try to look at everything through this new lens. See the shells, see the frames, and see the solids. And then ask yourself, what problem do you want to solve? What are you going to build?